Greetings everyone, my name is Nathan Slade. I've been using a wood stove for several years and I've been raised around them much longer than that. Today I'll be going over step-by-step instructions on how you can operate a wood stove properly and efficiently. You may ask yourself this question, why do I need to know how to do this? Over the years, we see our utility bills they never stop. You might have also noticed the energy bills, they increase over the years. Did you know that electric and natural gas, those prices have been on the rise 20% in 20 years, whereas cordwood has only increased about 5%, according to the Penn State Extension. That could save you over 50% on your energy bill. Wood stove operation, even though it seems to be a no-brainer, I would think again, if you want the most efficient and safest burn possible. Firstly, we'll be going over the most common terms and tools needed to operate your wood stove. First, we have the wood stove itself, which should be clean of debris on over 36 inches to the left and to all combustibles. On the wood stove, we have a door, which may or may not have a glass viewing panel. Inside the wood stove should be free of debris and all cold ash should be removed. Below the door we have a lever which can be pushed in and out. This will allow fresh air to come in and fuel your fire. Above the wood stove we have your chimney pipe, which is also known as a flue. The pipe is directly connected to the stove with a single wall pipe, which means it can be extremely hot and help radiate heat out into your room. You also need some tools like a fire poker, gloves. We have this ash bucket and a shovel and some brush. Okay, so now let's get started. We'll now gather our materials and work on getting a fire started. You will need to get your wood, which will need to be dry and seasoned, which means it's been split for over a year and has a certain clack, which means it's dry and free of moisture. So I can take, and you can kind of hear it, and it just means it's, can crack and pull apart. And that'll create the best burn, and it'll burn quicker. Okay, so take your smallest pieces of wood first, the size of a pencil, which is like this, or it could be smaller, it could be larger. The objective is to let the small stuff light the big stuff. Emissions of a wood stove are dependent on the size of the log and its burn rate. So the hotter the better. Before you light your match, make sure the upper and lower dampers, the upper damper and then the lower damper, are fully open to allow air to get to your fire. All right, now you want to light your match or burner and get the small sticks going. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have a clean wood stove. My lower dampener is open and my upper dampener is open. So for this, I will be using a torch just so it's a little quicker, and it takes a while, so I'm going to keep talking as I'm trying to light it. Okay. Right, for this I'm going to be using a blowtorch because it's a little bit quicker. You can use a lighter, but that might take a long time, and you might need a piece of newspaper. So, and like I said, it might take a couple more than one try. Just hopefully this lighter stuff takes quickly. Okay. All right, now what you want to do is crack your door and make sure this fire takes, because there will be a little bit of smoke that comes out, and cracking your door will still give it extra oxygen, but it'll also help the heat build inside the chamber. If this doesn't work, try using crumbled up newspaper, but please do not use unwanted junk mail, because it has a lot of wax and additives that you don't want burning, and those fumes getting in the air. Only use what is necessary to get things going. Okay, it seems to be taking. So as we are heating up for our last step, this is going to be maintenance. After you've started your fire, you want to shut the door completely and allow it to get to between 300 and 500 degrees. Any hotter and you could risk damaging the stove. And any cooler, you could get into a range where creosote is created. The main culprit of chimney fires is creosote. The highly flammable dark brown substance coats chimneys walls when byproducts of a fire, which is smoke, vapor, and unburnt wood, condenses as they move from the hot fireplace or wood stove in a cooler chimney. When you have the stove right where you want it, you can enjoy and maintain your fire. Press the air intake dampener about halfway in, which will slow the burn of your fire. Also, you can slightly close your upper flue dampener, but remember, this will cause the smoke to billow out of the stove if you open the door. So please remember to open the upper dampener back up before doing so. Lastly, you need to check on your fire every hour or so and add another log when the fire gets low. After you have that, you are warm, comfortable, and better off knowing how to start a wood-burning stove safely and effectively. Thank you for tuning in to my demonstration. I would like you to save money, stay warm, and most importantly, stay safe.